Sagittarius, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the next few months. Let's now start with your main energy. Okay. Your first message today is don't let your past hold you back. And what we see right away with this message is that you need to set yourself free. You need to set yourself free from something, an energy, a memory, a belief that right now is slowing you down. Something that might seem innocent and harmless, but that instead is deeply impacting everything that happens around you. This is the moment to be strong, the moment to not only build your future, but also rewrite your past and rethink the reason why certain things have happened the way they did. I definitely feel the anticipation of a very positive event coming your way. And every time you're asked to release something is because something else is trying to replace it. And you are on the cusp of a change, a transformation. But you cannot go through it while bringing everything with you. So definitely an important message for you today. Let's see then what this is about. Let's do our 3 shuffles and let's begin with your reading, Sagittarius. Oh, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. What's going on? 7 of Wands and 8 of Cups. Look at this. This is crazy. 5 and 10 of Pentacles, 3, 4, 7, 8. There is definitely some sort of progression here and something that you should definitely pay attention to because you might not be aware about it. The first thing that comes to mind with this 10 of Pentacles, Sagittarius, is that someone is feeling very balanced right now. Someone is feeling as though they have everything they need, as though they are in control of themselves, in control of their life. But there is something in the background with this 5 of Pentacles, which is threatening that very balance. It looks like this might be an apparent stability, a fake balance, because it sits on the need to not look back into the past, to not look back into something that is still having an impact on this person. In a way, if this is you, Sagittarius, you feel good right now. You feel good in your skin. You feel perhaps happy or satisfied with where you are in life, happy in your singlehood potentially. But there is something that you cannot just get rid of. And the Knight of Swords right here, in fact, is showing someone who is running away from something, potentially running away from the truth. Now, this being a general reading means that this could be you, the other person, or even the both of you. But overall, what we see is someone who is not able at the moment to really look into the past without feeling that they're losing control over their emotions. Therefore, what we see here is some sort of temporary balance. Fake it until you make it, right? But deep down, this person is aware of the fact that it would take very little to potentially lose control, look into the past, and losing the stability that was built afterwards. That vision that was built after that disappointing event. Someone who wants to convince themselves that they don't need love, they don't need anyone else but themselves, and that happiness doesn't have to depend on anything or anyone external. This is clearly someone who hurried up the process of healing in order to find happiness again, but someone who didn't realize perhaps that these are not things you get over. These are things that you get through, and it's very important to do it the right way. And this following Four of Cups is speaking clearly as well. As you see in the picture, this person is ignoring a cup right here in the corner. Someone is ignoring the memory of a past emotional chapter, or perhaps ignoring even a new love offer coming in, given this Ace of Cups, by the way, that it's just right here. Because they don't want to maybe put themselves in a position where they're going to hurt once again. There is a major blockage here, a major wall. And for some of you out there, this Four of Cups might be talking about a comeback from the past, which is going to receive from you a hard no, given what has happened before. Now, this Three of Cups might be talking about a third-party situation, or overall a situation where you ended up having to compete for the other person's attention, having to share certain things that you did not want to share, and not feeling as though you could have really let your guard down. And even if you did, then you might have regretted it. Overall, there is some pain here, and not just from you, Sagittarius. There is pain coming from the other person, someone who is hurting because they realize that you're gone, they've lost you, and they don't have any clue on how to repair what was broken. It does feel too late. Too much time has passed. Too much has happened. It's just too late. But is it? Love really doesn't have a notion of time. You can love people for years and years after they're gone. Time and distance really do not have an impact on that type of feeling. But why is this coming up for you now, Sagittarius? I get the feeling that it's time for you to look into this. You might not want to, you might not feel ready to, but it's going to deeply impact the upcoming events for you. It's actually already impacting them, even if you don't know. You might be feeling balanced right now, but that balance is given by the fact that you're not wanting to take risks, not wanting to fully open up anymore, Even if it's just subconsciously, there is a belief that was created when the previous disappointment happened. And honestly, it's here, whether you know it or not. It's something that you carry with you, and that is truly preventing you to really be happy again, of the real happiness, not the one that it's more like settling, We want to believe that happiness and love can be achieved without taking risks. We want to find unconditional love, entering the relationship with a bag full of conditions. Well, what we see here is that it's time to give the love that you want to receive. It's time to find that balance that is based not on safety, but based on the fact that regardless of how things turn out, you know that you are eventually always going to pick yourself up stronger and more powerful than you initially were. You need to really believe in this. It might sound naive, it might sound not important, but it's actually already impacting your present in ways that you cannot even imagine. Also, one more thing here before looking into where this internal shift might take you towards. There is something that you should know with this Eight of Cups and Seven of Wands. You need to feel free to look into the past and to process those emotions, especially because of the following reason. Even if you're going to find out that you still have feelings for that person, even if you found out that you still miss them more than words can describe, you need to realize that sometimes you can miss someone and not wanting them back. The fact that you might still have a connection there is not going to force you to bring it back. This is just something that you need to acknowledge so that you can process it out of your system, so that you can disseminate that energy and let it go. As we were saying, the only way out is through. And this will help you with this incoming Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is an awakening of the heart. A love offer from someone new or someone you already know. And this is going to really create a crossroad for you. We've seen with the Four of Cups that you are ignoring it or not even seeing it initially. And the reason being is that some of you might be in denial when it comes to love. You want to find love again. You want to experience that feeling again. But when you think about it, you instead say, no, I don't need it. I have everything I need, which is true. But one thing is needing something and another thing is wanting something. And it's important to understand that there's nothing wrong in wanting this. It's okay to want this. It's okay to want to love. Love doesn't always have to mean destruction. And even when it does, every act of destruction is an act of creation. It's up to you to interpret the events in a way that it's going to benefit you in the end. So, Sagittarius, very important message for you today here, which anticipates a new beginning in love coming in for you. And it's not just something that will come in, but this is something that you will manifest in the moment that you admit to yourself that you might want this and that you are ready to take that leap of faith, knowing that whatever is going to happen, you're always going to be strong enough to keep going and keep searching for what you are looking for without compromising or changing your overall vision. So let's get to it. Let's start clarifying and let's see what this Ace of Cups is bringing to you in the near future. Also, let's see what else you should expect on your journey in the moment that you stop running away from the real you, from the person who still wants to take risks and still wants to love, even when it becoming vulnerable and even when it means building hope and expectations again. So let's see what you have coming up ahead and how the incoming events will shape the rest of the year for you. Let's look into it. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Sagittarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute live reading. Get ready with 3 main questions and get ready to check your email on Monday mornings because I select people and send out emails. Please check your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Sagittarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events is the hangman. And this is very, very important because there is definitely some sort of delay that, by the way, the lover's right next to it. There is definitely some sort of delay that you might experience soon in the situation and that you might be already experiencing, that you will interpret as something that is telling you, see, this is not meant to be. This is not going to happen. You shouldn't do this. But instead, every time that we see the hangman, we see a fortunate delay. You're going to see some sort of obstacle, but that obstacle, it's going to represent a detour towards exactly what you want it to have and where you want it to be. This is important. We'll have to see now that we clarify what this is about, but this is looking absolutely beautiful. And as I usually say, these energies, yes, they show up and they are around you, but in order to make them happen, in order to transform them from energy to actions and to real events, it's just you. You have to do something in order to make that happen. And here we see that the overall direction of the situation truly depends on how you're seeing this, how you're perceiving this, because you might either pull it towards you, manifest it, or push it away and keep running away from it. So let's look into what this is. I want to clarify immediately this Ace of Cups, and let's see what it's going to be given to you that initially you might reject or might ignore. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Knight of Cups, the Moon, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. Listen, Seven of Cups, this is actually very important. This is showing us how important it is to understand that sometimes in order to walk towards someone or towards a situation and a specific outcome, you have to walk away from it. Now, this fortunate delay